everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love is Blind Season 10, Episode 7. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell, hype up the video, and leave a comment down below. So we pick up with Brittney and DVO, and Brittney is essentially saying what a lot of us are saying. If grief was consuming you so much to the point where you cannot fully immerse yourself into the experiment, it's better you just go home.
You lost your grandpa. I know exactly how that feels. You should have just gone home. Had you said, like, I'm going through it, would have been different because I would be able to understand. I feel so alone. I just don't feel like you're at a place where you're ready.
I think I am. This has just been a lot.
There is nothing wrong with DVO being in a dark headspace because of what he's going through right now. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But to now use it as the reason why you are stonewalling your fiance, to me, that sounds like an excuse. And a lot of you guys in the comments were agreeing as well. So I'm glad we're on the same page. I went on a crazy rant and I was like, you know what? This might come across insensitive. So I took it out, but I'm glad that we see each other. Okay. At the very least, we see each other. So good. She's then trying to give him a way out. She's like, listen, if you feel like you can't take on all that comes with the experiment, you can just go. It's okay. And he's like, no, I'm ready for this. I want to be in this. Okay, so then be in it. If you want to be in it, then be in it. He says to her, he's not always like this. But here's the thing. The process is expedited. So unfortunately, all she has to go off of is how you present yourself in this short amount of time. So if you are somebody who is going to, turn your back on her, not communicate with her, stonewall her all day long, not give her affection, the only thing she can assume is this is how you are. Hello, we have to make an informed decision here when we're getting married. And if you're giving me this, I'm just going to take this as your character. And here's the thing too. It's not even that he has to be happy-go-lucky all the time. Nobody would expect that from him. Grief has its ebbs and flows, and child, you might be in the pits for a long periodically time. That's okay. But at the very least, communicate that. Don't just bring it up now that you get called out on your behavior to be like, oh, and the grief. I'm hot, I'm overwhelmed, and the grief. Come on now. It's time for all the couples to move into their apartments together. They are in Columbus, Ohio. So we start with Jessica and Chris. They say that their communication is really, really good. They love that about each other, that Jessica doesn't have to hunt Chris down to see how he feels about stuff. He's just very forthright with his emotions, which is great. Then they talk about how Emma and Mike had weird energy at the mixers. She feels like, they feel like she is not fully happy with Mike. So that's probably going to come up later at some point. Then we cut to Alex and Ashley, who are touching base with his mom because they're excited to introduce Ashley to her, but she's not around.
So excited for you to meet her.
Heard a lot about you.
Okay. I'm on the road. Yeah, I'm in Phoenix right now. I started a new job, so
Oh, you started a new job. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Didn't know if she's even applying, so always good to hear from
It
mom.
seems crazy.
Alex's mom comes across like a nomad. She's just kind of go with the wind, go with the flow. Like, I just want to be wherever I want to be. I'm not going to really settle anywhere. I'm not going to put roots anywhere. And that's the vibe I get from Alex as well. He makes it seem as if this is a new thing, like this is just a COVID thing, but it sounds like this is him. It sounds like instability. And he's trying to frame it as if he's flexible. He's like, oh yeah, I'm flexible. I can just, be a chameleon wherever I'm at. But no, it sounds like you're unstable. To me. Sounds like you're unstable. So then they talk about where he wants to live. And he's like, yeah, maybe Florida, maybe Arizona. And she's like, oh yeah, you definitely don't want to live in Cleveland. And he's like, but I told you about that. And the way he's saying it, I'm not sure where her family actually lives. But I feel like she is proposing Cleveland because it probably is close to where her family is at. And the way that he's so adamant against living close to her support system scares me. That is a little bit alarming because this man is like, oh yeah, I'm okay anywhere. He seems to not have a support system of his own. Like his mom is not around. He doesn't have a father figure. He's just like, go with the wind, right? But she has stability. All she's known is stability. And you want to take her away from that? I don't like that. Here's my assumption. I feel like the person who is so flexible then should be able to come closer to where her people are. Because if you don't mind, leaving wherever you're at, then it shouldn't bother you too much that we're coming close to where my parents are. I don't think that they should be so close that she's fully dependent on them, but at least if, let's say, they have kids or there's like some health issues and stuff, they have a support system to fall back on. He naturally doesn't have one, so it shouldn't bother him to be close to one. If anything, he should be excited that they're actually going to have a whole family unit. But no, it's like he wants to isolate her. Scary. Emma and Mike move into their apartment, and the disorganization comes up again and again.
Organization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're giving me a look like I'm crazy. Again, I wasn't organized for a while, but
But I'm just not motivated right now.
get motivated.
Do you separate your colors when you do laundry?
Do you not? Who doesn't separate their colors? I am done. See, now I can go and enjoy it.
I really have to count my blessings because the way this man makes such a kerfuffle over this clutter, I'm just like, wow, this man would hate living with me. And I'm not even like a messy person, but sometimes there's some disorganization, okay? And thank God my husband doesn't make me feel bad about it. But like, Mike just cannot let it go. Like, he's just like, oh, but you're just so disorganized, and you're so, just constantly pointing. So then Emma's like, well, you always leave the doors open. He's like, no, I only left one door open. And she's like, it was more than one. And all of a sudden he's getting defensive. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't feel good when somebody is constantly nitpicking your behavior, does it? So maybe let's be a bit more mindful about how we want to address certain things that annoy us. Because yes, naturally, we're going to have our quirks that other people are not going to be used to. And it's going to take some getting used to. But to constantly pick at the person, pick, it gets to a point, Mike. It gets to a point. And honestly, like, maybe it's because we haven't seen Emma's house yet, or I haven't seen. If y'all have seen in the later episodes, do not tell me. One of y'all came to my DMs today with spoilers. I'm very mad at you, by the way. I put you on restriction. I haven't seen this, like, super messiness about her. So I don't know, maybe I'm just not quite understanding yet, but you're not perfect. And she also pointed out the fact that you're not perfect. Maybe let's stop and think about how we address certain things, because we have our things too that people can throw in our face if they so please. Amber says that she got to spend time with her daughter Emma, which made her very happy. She also had to give her daughter some reassurance that Jordan is going to be properly vetted. He's going to meet her father. He's going to meet the family and all that stuff. And she's not going to bring in some stranger without making sure that he is a good fit for their family, which is good. But I still think the process is way too fast for people with kids. Way too fast. But hey, it's your life. You do what you want to do, okay? Then they go to each other's houses. They are both homeowners. Great. Love that for them. Jordan's place, it's not skid marks in the toilet bad, but it needs some cleaning up.
Aww.
So this is the living room. Did you like a banana?
My God.
Bathroom? All right. Oh, you should not look at that.
Well,
It's not bad. Yeah, we got some darts going on.
cute place.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you. This was a staircase before.
Oh, I love the new banisters on there. Oh, it is pretty nice.
It's pretty comfortable.
Amber actually doesn't seem too bothered by the state of Jordan's home, which is good. If you like it, I love it, sweetie. So the only concern she has is the fact that all her things are not going to fit in their house. She also is worried about like school districts, which doesn't have to do with like the cleanliness of his house. So she's worried about the school district. She lives an hour away, and she actually likes the school that her daughter Emma goes to. So that's something that they're going to have to consider. When we go to Amber's house, very beautiful. She put in work in this house. She said that she had to renovate it from the bottom all the way to the top, and it really has paid off. Also, because she renovated it and because she has a kid, I think that she's just more meticulous, and she's a woman. Typically, women are just more aware of certain things that some guys are just not, okay? So she maintains her house a little bit better. Or at the very least, she had a cleaner. I don't know why these people don't get their houses cleaned before the camera crew comes in, because a camera is not going to catch me slipping. I don't care how cluttered. I told y'all that I'm cluttered. Y'all not going to see it on camera, though. Absolutely not. No. So Jordan actually says that he would prefer living closer to the city because there are more things to do. However, he's okay with getting a new place for everybody that would be more neutral. And I think that's good. He's not saying like, oh, I need to hold on to my thing. They're willing to just start afresh as a family. And since they both own their homes, they're able to rent that out. That's passive income. Like it, honestly, it seems like they're able to work something out. Victor and Christine meet with her mother, and the mother, listen, Melody is that girl, okay? So she's asking the question that a lot of people on the internet have been asking: why the hell is Victor single? If he is this attractive man, if you consider him attractive, he's, you know, educated, he seems to be just a well-rounded human being, why is he struggling so hard to find a wife? And why did he have to find a wife on TV?
Find it strange that someone like you with your education, not that I think you have to be dumb to.
Yeah, she knows things about me that no one else knows, right?
Because you were honest. Vic is very gentle. He seems very self-assured. I thought he was hot. I get to hug your man, Christine.
Christine's mom is so sweet. Oh my goodness, she's just a gem. I loved her so much. She was very inquisitive, but she wasn't trying to intimidate Victor. I don't even think she has an intimidating bone in her body, honestly. She just seems like a woman who you let into your house not even knowing where she's coming from. Like, yeah, sure, come through. Who cares? She does ask the whole, like, why are you single thing, and I don't think that we got a clear answer. He doesn't really say what was so hard about dating, but Christine basically sheds light on the fact that they have been very honest, very transparent in the pods. They talked about the good, bad, the ugly. They have a lot of parallels in their lives regarding like how they grew up and stuff. And Christine's mom was honest that they didn't have the best upbringing. She didn't have the best father figure, she being Christine, and Victor can obviously relate to that. They also said that they do want to have kids, but that's going to be something that they're going to explore way further down the line. They need to make sure that they are settled, they have a strong foundation before they have children. Not really too much after that. It was basically Melody saying that she has faith in her daughter's decision making, and so if she has full faith in Victor, then she as the mom is also going to have faith in Victor. Then they pray at the end, and I was like, oh, this is just so sweet. And then also Melody is like, I get to hug your man. I'm like, oh, this is cute. This is really cute. I can see why I like Christine so much. Look at her mama. Yeah, they sound like good people. I hope I'm not falling for the okie doke, because I'm still not 100% sure about what's going to go on with this couple, but so far, I think they're the ones to root for. Y'all better make it work, because who else is there to support this season? Bri and Connor talk about how intentional they are about marriage, and Connor says that his family is not really here for the divorce talk. They're just, nope, it's once you get married, you're staying married. So I hope that's implying that he's only going to get married if he's absolutely certain. I hope that doesn't mean that he's just willing to stay in a toxic marriage if it's not working out. Like, if it's not working, get a divorce, okay? Get a divorce. Then Bri is like, yeah, I feel like I can really envision my life with you. Like, I could see us doing all these things. I could see us doing A, B, C, and D. And I'm thinking, well, you just said this to Chris. And not even in the pods. You said this to him like a few days ago, to his face, that you can still see all the, oh, Bri. Okay. Anyways, Bri is headed to Connor's house. Is it a house? Is it an apartment? I don't remember. But no, it's a house. It is a house. And it is basically a cleaner version of a frat house.
Kitchen.
This is a boyfriend. The Christmas tree. Connor.
I wanted to take it down with you.
I'm dying.
Okay.
Here's the guest bedroom.
Okay, he does have a headboard. There is a keg outside.
Yeah, there's a fucking keg.
That's the only thing that locks the door?
From the outside, you cannot get in. Oh, shit.
Again, definitely not the worst that we've seen, but why does his guest room look like that? Why is his guest room so messy? Like, it's the guest room. If it was your room, well, how many guests do you have over? And I guess, because for me, is my guest room a little, okay, maybe let me not talk too much. But basically, Bri is concerned that this man is 32, but living like a 22-year-old, living like a university student, which is a valid concern. But the biggest concern should be his lack of security around his home, because why is his lock just a little gate hook? No. No, that alone would be enough for me to say, we are not living here. You either fix this door or we're staying at my place. Ashley and Alex meet up with her family. And throughout this conversation, all I could hear was this meme.
Who are you?
I'm Pam. Who are you?
I'm the owner of this house.
One thing about Daddy Ashley, he was not playing with Alex. He's supportive of his daughter, but he's making sure that he's not going to support some bullshit.
Quarterback.
Soccer player.
What have you learned about Ashley?
A ton.
Studied finance or went into the field of
I
finance?
went into the field of finance.
Were he and your mom married?
No, they never were.
How old were you when your mom remarried? Who's your male role model? Your grandfather?
I didn't vote. Would have voted for Trump, absolutely.
You cop out.
Just for my
You
aunt.
looked down and left.
I looked down and right.
Convince me that you're real.
I'm absolutely in love with your daughter.
That's not it.
I think he answered the questions that I asked him almost too well, but I don't think honesty is his strength.
I'm the patriarch
As you
of
should.
this
Yeah.
family.
I'm not asking for your trust right now because I know in 2 hours I can't have it.
This is the most we have heard about Alex. I'm just here like, okay, does the show hate this man because we didn't get to hear nothing about them in the pods, making us believe that their relationship had like nothing going on. But this man has just so many stories, and he's able to open up to the father, like the fact that his dad basically started 3 whole families. He had the family here in the States, and then he moved to Australia, started a second family, and then moved to Hong Kong and started a 3rd family. And then he talks about how his stepfather was abusive and how he's no longer in their life. And then the dad asks, well, what father figure do you have? And he says, well, my grandfather was my father figure, but he died at 67 and he had a 50-year marriage, which would mean that he got married at 13. But anyways, like we were just learning so much about this man, about all the finances that he does and how he wants to get into crypto and Bitcoin and all of that. And the dad is just very well versed in all these things. And then they talk about where they want to live and what makes the most sense. And I'm just thinking, where was this in the pods? Like, we're talking about sex and your failed soccer career. Where was all of this? Like, I'm so confused. So I'm thinking to myself, yes, the dad is very inquisitive, but is he being so inquisitive for just the sake of wanting to protect his daughter? Or is he aware that his daughter is not going to do her due diligence and research this man? I feel like it's the latter. I feel like, yes, he wants to know more about this guy, but he knows his daughter is not going to do the grunt work and getting down to the bottom of who Alex is. He claims that he and his daughter have the same personality, but I don't think so. I think that Ashley glosses over a lot of things just for the sake of being in a relationship. Because even when she was talking in Mexico about, well, I know how to keep a man, and y'all know that rhetoric comes with somebody who feels like, you know, the poom poom brings life. Like, the poom poom can save anything. No, sweetie. You got to get to know this man at his core. You got to make sure that he's a man of integrity, a man that you can rely on. And right now, Alex doesn't give that. Alex did have an answer for everything, which worked in his favor and also didn't work in his favor, right? It proved to Ashley's dad that he's not the type to just buckle under the pressure. Clearly, he's okay with being grilled. And Alex himself says that he appreciated it because it shows that he's intentional about his daughter. Great and all. But then Ashley's dad is like, it's a problem that he had an answer for everything. I know how to spot a liar. Ashley's dad was a lawyer, and not only a lawyer, he did divorce law. He did divorce law for a long time. So he knows what to look for. He knows where the gaps are in people's relationships. And wow, this was incredible to watch. I think everybody needs to have a session with Ashley's father. He was quick to call out the BS. And even when he didn't call it out, he's taking notes. And I loved that. What's his name said, Alex said that he did not vote, and the dad calls that a cop-out. And he said, but if he would have voted, he would have voted for Trump, and he's actually happy that Trump won. I know that people are going to have a field day with that in his comments. Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting, but Ashley's dad was absolutely asserting dominance. He's the owner of this house, baby. He is the owner of this house, and everybody knew it too. Y'all notice how Ashley didn't say much? The wife didn't say much. Ashley's brother didn't say much. They knew, let daddy handle this. The episode ends with Emma and Mike in bed, right? So he has questions about her work situation and what that's gonna look like in a few weeks because she's supposed to be getting a promotion or something. I'm not quite sure. So he just wants to know where he stands with her if work, you know, takes whatever route that it takes. And of course, he wants to know where she stands with kids.
My best friend, he's having a kid. My other best friend, he's having a kid. Like, I just want to know that it is a part of my future. I want to have a family. I can see a family with you. Something down the road changes and you resent your child, you resent me. I could never live with that.
What is Mike hearing when they have these conversations about kids? What does he hear? What does he hear? Because all I hear is Emma basically saying, I don't want kids. That indifference or uncertainty is enough for me to deduce that you don't want kids, whether it's now, later, I don't care. You're basically telling me you don't want kids. So therefore, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. This man keeps saying, well, you know, I can only marry you if. So she's already told you that you probably shouldn't marry her. Are you okay? What is happening? And I think that the onus is on both of them to call their relationship, because obviously they're misaligned when it comes to this big thing, this big fundamental value for the both of them. They have a misalignment. But Mike is the one who's just in such a tizzy about it. So let it go. Let the relationship go. Oh, I'm just seeing my friends have kids. What that got to do with me? What that got to do with me? I told you where I stand. If I don't fit what you want, go find somebody who fits. And he's like, oh, I just don't want you to have resentment down the line if you do have kids and you really didn't want kids. I'm going to have to give you a blank Patrick Star stare, because I don't. You're outlining how things are likely going to go for you. And you still feel like there's something worth fighting for here. There's something worth forcing. Somebody get Mike some help, please. Immediately. Anyways, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.